What is up, everybody? Back with another video, man. But hey, bro, we reacting to I lost $17,000 at work. Cops called animated story by Yo 808. I never miss. Yeah, okay. My boy Yo 808, bro.
She swings open the door, bam, and I see 4 of my managers and 2 cops in the room just glaring at me. She looks at me and says, Yo, we were looking at the logs and we see a huge sum of money missing, around 17K. So why don't you explain that? I'm just gonna get to the point. Do you... If you keep up with my videos, you know that in my life I worked at a grocery store, a Chipotle, and a karate dojo. But, you know, when you work multiple jobs, of course you're gonna get fired from at least one of them. So of those jobs, I've been fired from the grocery store and the Chipotle and the
dojo,
karate
bro?
dojo. Yo, that's all of the jobs. Shut the f. And of these firings, the worst most definitely had to be the grocery store one. It was so bad, in fact, that the police had to get involved. So one day I was working a midday shift on a cash register, and it had to be like a Wednesday or something because the store was dead. And that's the worst because it makes your shift feel so much longer and more boring than it already is. So I'm sitting there wiping my register, questioning if I should chug the surface cleaner because I had already finished counting all the tiles on the ceiling. But then I see this girl around my age come up and I spring to action because I finally had something to do, but I noticed she doesn't have a cart. Instead, she had one of those prepaid bank gift card things that you can put money on. So she walks up and she's just mad cool. We're talking, joking around. We even talked about anime for a bit. This was just the type of customer that I needed on this boring day. In the midst of the conversation, she hands me the prepaid card and asks me to put $500 on it. Now, me thinking she was joking around, I didn't do anything, but I realized she had stopped laughing and is just holding the card with her hand. $500 was definitely an unusual amount, but I figured since she was paying, sure, okay. So I scanned the card, put the 500 on it, it approves, and I go to hand her the receipt, but she reaches down and grabs another card and tells me to put another 500 on it. So I scan, add the money, it approves. Now that this is actually over,
Red flag.
I go to hand her the receipt, but she then grabs another card asking for another $500. At this point, I'm like, am I being flexed on? Like, what are you doing? I add the 500, hand her the card, and I'm thinking this has to be done now because this, 19-year-old girl has just spent $1,500. There's no way she has more. I can go back to cleaning my register because this is without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, she hands me another card. And guess what she does? Guess. What did she do? She puts another $500 on the card. And we do this a good 7 times, but then her card declined, so I let her know, and this chick proceeds to grab a bag full of credit cards. And I'm just looking at her like,
Bro,
what's going on? I ask her why she has a bag full of credit cards, and she tells me she runs a non-profit organization for sickle cell anemia awareness, and she has a barbecue that she's gonna be throwing with her company and that she's gonna be handing these cards out there. And the credit cards in the bag that she's paying for all of this with belong to her coworkers, and they told her to get gift cards from a grocery store.
That's a L lie, bro.
I'm sure anyone with a minimum of 2 functioning brain cells is thinking, this is a little sus. Well, my 2 collective brain cells would also know what's going on if they weren't too busy fighting over 3rd place, because I believed everything that she said. I'm gullible, okay? Honestly, all you have to do is say something with a little bit of confidence and I'll believe it. She even showed me a picture of a kid holding a basketball and told me it was her son. Bro, I just have too much faith in the universe, okay? It's my one and only flaw. Well, shut. After telling me this story, she pulls out this stack of prepaid cards and puts them on the table. I scan all of the cards, and each one she's putting $500. We would scan until one of the credit cards maxed out, and then she'd grab another credit card out of the bag and keep doing that. And on one hand, I'm like, wow. What a selfless young woman. She does not have to do this. We need more people like her in the world. And on the other hand, I'm thinking, would she believe me if I told her I had sickle cell anemia? Like, would she give me a call? Anyways, the stack runs out and we're at a grand total of at least $10,000. I've been scanning for like 30 minutes. Now at this point, this what, 19-year-old girl has just spent $10,000? There is no way she has more. I can go back to cleaning my register because this is without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, she goes to the card aisle and grabs another stack of prepaid cards. And guess what she tells me to do? No, entertain me. Guess. What did she do?
Bro, she's scamming. Oh, God. Yo, what?
She tells me to put $500 on all of the cards. We finish up and I don't know how much money she spent, but it was well over 15,000. I know that for sure. She leaves, I continue my day, and then I hear over the intercom, Johannes, I'm gonna need you in the office right now. And within seconds, a manager is walking me to the door, and they never work this fast, so I'm mad confused. I don't even log off the register. We're walking to the office, and I ask my manager, what's up? And she doesn't even look at me. She swings open the door, bam! And I see 4 of my managers and 2 cops in the room just glaring at me. She looks at me and says, Yo, we were looking at the logs and we see a huge sum of money missing, around 17K. So why don't you explain that? I look at my manager, the 2 cops, the handcuffs that they're holding, and I get nervous and don't say anything. And then this one cop springs up. I'm just gonna get to the point. Do you know who this woman is? He shows me a picture of the girl with the credit cards. Oh yeah, I just had her as a customer. I tell them the whole sickle cell anemia story and about the credit cards and everything, and then they look at me like I'm stupid. They then explain that I got conned and how I should have seen it coming, but I'm like, nah, there's no way. She showed me a picture of her son holding a basketball. Kid holding basketball. One of these.
Bro, oh my, that boy hairline. God.
These kids. I look over at the computer screen and my heart just drops because I see the exact picture on the screen. This girl showed me a Google image. They questioned me more and eventually let me go, but I have to bag groceries instead of scanning them, and I just know someone's about to come out here and fire me. So I'm bagging, and then I look at the door and I see the lady walking back to a register with the cards. This chick really came back. Why would she do that? She's just being selfish at this point. She looks and sees me bagging, and I think she can tell that I know what she's doing, and she gives me this look almost as if to tell me to pretend she's not there and just let her go. And I think me snitching on her is the only reason I kept my job. Yeah, I immediately called my manager and the cops were still in the store, and I just see her leaving in handcuffs, and I guess she got arrested. And yes, I said kept my job. This isn't the story of me getting fired, but this was too crazy not to tell you. But you know what's funny? The reason I got fired was actually much worse than this. But that's a story for another time.
Hanging with some blue demons, I feel like I'm Zuko. I can draw 4 or 5, I be playing Uno. First I put a mask on, MF Doom, bro. Put a nigga's face in a box like a Zoom call. Faded like a djembe. Yeah, get these niggas pain, Ito Tensei. Yeah, these niggas the same, I be this day. Chop, and make a nigga say bye, 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 like I'm playing in sync. That be lame, that cannot be me.
Alright, but that's gonna be the end of this video, bro. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we out.